Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I am going to talk about string methods. So once we create a string, let's create a string name. Let's call it name. I'm trying to give it a short name, so I'm gonna keep calling it. Good morning, Mike. Okay, good morning, Mike is our string, right? It is the string. Whenever you are going to create a string, it is gonna be in double quotes, right? It is gonna be in double quotes. Okay, what can I do? So what method I'm going to be able to with this string name? Okay, the first method we are going to call length. So how do we use length? Okay, so when you call a method length, what is a length? It is going to return number, right? You have to store it in something, or you have to call it in system.out println. Either way is going to work, right? But I'm gonna create a variable integer length equals name dot length, right? Name dot length. As you guys see, it is not complaining, right? It is not complaining because it is returning integer, and I created a integer variable and stored that length into my variable, right? And then I'm gonna call length. So what is the length? We will see 19, right? 19 letter in this string, right? 19 letter in this string. Okay, this is the first method. We can call length. Okay, what else we can do? We can actually call to lowercase and to uppercase. So what's gonna happen when I use this? When I use this, let's see, I'm gonna create another string because I need to store name1 equals name. Look, whenever, what happened? So whenever, right, whenever put the dot here, it will show you what you can do. It will show you what you can do. So what I can do, I can concat, I can format, I can intent, I can intern, repeat, replace, skip, strip, resolve, trim, and all that. But I'm looking for what? Dot to lowercase. Yes, it just popped up. Dot to lowercase. Okay. So what's happening now? Let's print it out and see what's happening. Name 1. All right, what happened? My string, my string is became lowercase, right? Is became lowercase. So what happened to my original name? Let's see what's happening with the original one. Oh my God, it is not changing. I told you guys, right? It is immutable. Like we're not going to be able to change it, right? We're not going to be able to change it. Okay, the next one. Let me use uppercase 2. Let me use uppercase 2. Name dot to uppercase. Name dot to uppercase. Now it is gonna become, as you guys see. Why am I doing it that way? Excuse me. So in here, as we see, it's gonna be good morning and with all uppercase, right? With all uppercase. Okay, I'm gonna try to concat, right? I'm gonna try to concat. So name dot concat, right? What are you gonna concat with? Right, I'm gonna say, okay, good morning, Yildirim, and how are you doing? How are you doing? Right? I'm gonna concat it. How are you doing? Okay. And then again, I wanna concat something. How are you doing, Yildirim? And I wanna add question mark at the end. Let's see what's happening. Good morning. Again, look, it is not uppercase. You are not going to be able to change it. Put that in your mind. So, good morning, Mike. How are you doing? This is how you concat, right? This is how you concat whenever you are using string methods. Is empty. So before you use the method, like you need to look at it. So what's gonna be return, right? What's gonna return? Concat. When you add concat, what's gonna happen? It is gonna add something into your string, right? But when you say that, that to lowercase, that to uppercase, it is gonna react with your string. It is not returning anything, right? Concat is not returning anything. It is returning, but it is still playing with your string, right? These are not returning anything. It is still playing with your string, but it is not returning. This is returning something, right? And also this one is gonna return something, so it's empty. It's a question, right? It's gonna return true or false. It's gonna return true or false. System.out.println name that is blank or empty, right? Let's ask it is empty. False, right? It is not empty. My string has a value. With what is it? It's this. I mean, it's this. Good morning, Mike, right? So we got it. It is so easy, right? That's why I'm just explaining very fast. Trim, trim. Okay. System.out.println. I think I have to give another maybe yeah. Let's give another example here. Name, let's say name 5. Um, let's give it a space. Morning space, right? Yeah. Okay. As you guys see, it's if you print this out, what's gonna happen? It is gonna be the same exact on the console, right? There is spaces here. But what's gonna happen if I use trim? Name 5 dot trim. That trim. So what's gonna happen? It is gonna trim your string. It is gonna get rid of the spaces, right, around them, as you guys see here. But you are not going to be able to still change the value of the string once you create it. Contains. Okay, contains. Again, it's a questional method, right? Contains. If it is contains, what is it gonna return? True or false? Okay, my original name that that contains. So you're supposed to give them something. What is it supposed to contain? Question, maybe the exclamation mark, right? Let's ask if it contains exclamation mark. True, right? True. So let me give some space so our answer is gonna be clear on this console. So okay, as you can see, it is true, right? It is already contains that value. Okay, starts with again a questional method, right? Again, questional method dot starts with. Okay, starts with again questional. It is going to return true or false, right? True or false. Okay, starts with, right? Let's ask if it is starting with good. The answer is going to be true, right? The answer is going to be true, but I'm going to test something here now. I'm going to say Mike. Do you think it is starting with Mike? No, right? It is not starting with Mike. But when I say name that ends with Mike, let's see if that's true or false. It is false. It is saying false. Ends with name that ends with, actually it is not ending with Mike, right? It is ending with exclamation mark. It is true, right? Now it is gonna become true. As you can see on the console, it is true. Equals. So in this case, I have to use again. I'm gonna say a equals Mike equals. So we are going to compare two variable to each other, right? Two variable to each other. Again, this is gonna be Mike, right? Because I want to see true on the console. So equals. So I'm gonna ask Java a dot equals b. Is a equal to b? Because this is questional again. Java is questioning these variables. If these variables are equal to each other, right? Equal to each other, what is gonna happen? It's gonna be true, right? It's gonna be true. They are what? They are equal to each other, right? These two equal to each other. But if I put one space, they're not gonna be equal to each other, right? They're not gonna be equal to each other. Okay, equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. So something is gonna happen. Equals ignore case. So I'm gonna say this. Okay, now I'm gonna try to a dot equals b. So now what's gonna happen? I don't know why this is happening, man. So now what's gonna happen? You think that the result is gonna be true or false? I am saying here equal is ignore case. So what's gonna happen? It is gonna be false, right? Equals ignore case, right? So let's think about, sorry, it's not gonna be false. What's happening here? Dot ignore equals ignore case, right? It is supposed to be true, guys. It is supposed to be true because we are ignoring, right? Because I just a second I see that equals here, and I just thought that it's going to be false, but it is equals ignore case. A dot equals is ignore case. It is telling Java, hey, ignore the case, man. Ignore the case sensitiveness, right? Ignore the case sensitiveness and try to look for if those variables are equal to each other or not. Okay, got it. Next one, let's see how many we have. Okay, we don't have a lot. Okay, charAt, right? charAt. So I'm gonna take my original string dot charAt. As you guys see here, like this is charAt int index. charAt int index. So it is telling you the result is gonna be what's happening? So result is gonna be the number. So give me chart index. So the result is gonna be ladder, but you have to give index number. Guys, you cannot keep everything in your mind, right? You have to try and fail. I mean, you forgot and you might wanna put your double quotes, right? That doesn't matter. Like it is complaining, then I have to change it, right? I have to change it to something else. This is so easy, right? You have to use your mind and okay, I'm gonna say 1. So what is the index 1? Right? What is index 1 in my original string? It is going to be O because index is always starting from 0. Then the first letter is going to be G, right? First letter is going to be G. That's it. Or maybe you might want to say, because there was 19, right? 19 letter in my string. If I say 19th, right? So what's going to happen? It is outside of the index. Why? There is letter 19, but the index is starting from 0. Right? Again, try and fail. But find the correct way, right? Find the correct way. That's the all matter here. Okay, index of. What is it finding? I forgot. What's happening with this index of? Okay, let's figure that out. That index of integer index of 2. But as you guys see here, like look, I figured something. Index of one of them int, one of them, when you're gonna give it a number and it is gonna return you the index of that letter, right? Index of that letter. So you give 1 or 2 or what, so it is gonna return actually a letter. But there is string here, right? String. So it means like give me the string. Like what are you trying to get the index of? I'm trying to get the index of exclamation mark. What the hell is going on with the exclamation mark? I'm wondering. What's gonna happen index? It's gonna be 18, right? As you guys see here, I printed out 18. What is 18 exclamation mark? And now we are doing reversing it, right? Reversing it. charAt. So charAt, you have to give the number and get the letter inside in your hand, like, and then name that index of. Give me the letter. I'm gonna return the number of index to you. And also index of, you can even use the like a charAt method. You can give it a number and get the letter, right? And then get the letter. So, which is so good. Again, let's continue. Substring. So substring is important, right? Substring, the method you will use index of a lot, charAt and charAt index. charAt index a lot, and so it starts with these methods are like so useful for you. So useful for you. You will be using these a lot if you're gonna do something with Java. Doesn't matter. The Python is going to have their own library, own methods, JavaScript or the TypeScript, all of them, right? All of them has their own methods. So substring. So substring is actually gonna give me. I'm gonna tell Java to, hey, give me the letters between these index, right? Between these index. So name that substring. Okay, so Actually, I want you to guys understand that don't memorize anything, right? Dot substring. Okay, so it is telling you int begin index and int and end index, right? Int begin index. It is gonna, so what I'm trying to take, let's say 0, it is gonna start from 0, index 0, and the end index is gonna be, so 0 1 2 3 0 0 1 2 3, right? I'm gonna say 3. So I'm trying to get good on my console. I'm trying to get good on my console. So that, I mean, I'm sorry, because the last index you are putting here, it is not included, right? It is not included. Again, try and fail, guys. Try and fail. I mean, I don't care to fail, right? I don't care to fail. Nobody's judging you to fail, right? So all you have to do is get it right. Get it right one time. Fail, 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 and get it right. So nobody cares. Good, right? We are able to get it. How about I just name that subs. This is important method. That's why I'm gonna give some more example. So how about begin index, right? I'm just gonna give it a begin index, like, because if you know the begin index, then you don't have to decorate the last index. If you are getting it till the end, right? I'm saying like I'm gonna give it 17, so I'm trying to uh, get the exclamation mark on my console again. Then that means I have to give it a 17, right? I have to give it a 17. So not 17, 18 actually, because it gave me 2, right? 17, 18, right? So 18 is the last index, and I'm trying to get the last index. Okay, so if you are getting, so I mean, actually no, not like that. On, I mean 10, right? So 10. Okay, I'm getting the starting point of my index is 10, and the rest of them is fine. If you are fine with rest of the index that you are trying to get in your console, then you don't have to decorate the last index if you are using substring. But substring is very, very useful. Very, very useful. You will have some scenario that you don't need to get the first character, I mean first index of the string, right? You don't need that ladders in your program. In your program, you don't need those two letter, right? The first two index, you don't need it, so you have to get rid of those two index, and you can use this one, right? Or I'm going to show you in the upcoming videos, there's going to be regular expression, right? Regular expression, it's another way to handle it, right? So replace. So replace is another beautiful method, right? Another beautiful method. Name that. So I'm not saying replace all, right? I'm gonna say replace. So what are we trying to replace here? Okay, I'm gonna replace the exclamation mark with a question mark. Awesome, right? Awesome. So what are we gonna see here? We are going to see now question mark on the console. Awesome, man. Awesome. We are able to do that, man. We are rock. We are rock right now. So we are able to do it, right? This is the replace. What do we want to replace here? Tell me what you want to replace. Replace the letter that I don't like over there. Maybe, oh, nice idea, Mike. We are going to actually replace the mark with the letter. I thought about this, guys. I thought about this earlier because I didn't like that Mike name in my string. I always wanted to put my name in that string, so that's why at the end of the method I just wanted to replace that name with my original name, right? Okay, so let's recap what we have learned here. It's gone 19 minutes, it's already been. Okay, we have learned about the methods, right? String methods. Then I'm telling you guys, you guys will see this a lot. You guys will face with these methods a lot, and there is lot more, right? There is a lot more, because when you as I show you guys here, name dot, when you put the dot, you will see all the methods that you will available in this window, right? The pop-up chart, index, code point, I mean concat, compare to, right? You can use compare to, right? Compare, if you are comparing again, it is gonna question method, then you have to print it. It's gonna print like true or false, If that true, then you can use condition, right? Switch condition. I don't think I show you guys switch, but if condition, right? You can put if condition and compare each other and all that. Index of like I say, in that is blank internal last index of string, but last index you can use the last index too, index of and also last index. Replace all. I'm going to show you guys the replace in the next video, and also charAt index. I mean, not the charAt index, the split. There is a split method, and also there is a dot to char. We are actually converting our string into char variable. That's another interesting method. I will share to you guys. As you guys see here, to char array split method, and as you guys see, split method. I'm gonna give you a tip. If you split it, it's gonna be into array, right? You have to the return type of the split method is a return array. Array, you have to store it into the array if you are using split method in your string, and also like, you will have those, right? You will have those a lot length to lowercase to uppercase, and then concat, and then is empty, trim, contains, start with, ends with, equals is ignore case, char at, index of, substring, and replace, right? Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and make a comment so I can get interact with you guys, and it is going to actually motivate me so I can make more videos. Thanks.